All right. Good morning, everyone. Let me see. Good morning, guys. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Yeah, should have short that hourly. I know. I am looking for some sells here, guys. I am looking for some sells. I'll do the full top down in a second. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all loud and clear. I am looking for some sells here. But yeah, welcome back, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. It is Wednesday today. We're halfway through the week. We do have FOMC today as well, which is going to be a very, very big day for gold. But we're getting some pretty good pre-London movements. We did take a break even on buys up into this liquidity level pre-London, which we'll go through as well. But I am seeing if we can get some shorts here, guys. Shorts into that hourly open looks good. You guys on YouTube, welcome back. My name is Aaron, aka Aaron Trades. I've been trading for about 7 years, and I mainly focus on gold futures here in the Asian and European markets. So we'll look at all markets today for you guys, but gold is shaping up to be very nice today, and I am looking for some trades here. I've only taken 2 trades today, and that's 2 break-even trades, so I'm pretty flat on the day. I didn't trade Asia today. I decided just to go enjoy the day. Because, you got to treat yourself sometimes. You got to reward yourself for some time off. But I am looking for some sells here, guys. If we can open up for a top wick here, I am looking to go short here on gold. Oh, this could be nice here. We're going to get a sell stop here in a second, guys. I'm just watching the 30-minute. 30 minutes not looking... If we start to reject here, guys, I'm going to look for a sell stop in a second. And I'm just looking to scalp this down into here and potentially lower. If we start grabbing some highs and rejecting here, guys, I'm going to look for a potential sell. 15. The reason I do want to short this is just for a little pullback. The fact that we're wicking out these highs and holding some massive resistance, I do believe we could be having a little bit of a pullback here before an overall push higher. I will do my full top down in a second, but I just want to see if we're going to get these longs. You're just grabbing highs. So if you re-break the lows, I want to see if we can get short here, guys. I'm putting a sell stop on the break of this 5-minute low at 398. Seeing if we can drive this much lower. That my stops will just be just above this range. If we start closing back above, I can just delete the sell stop. It's looking quite strong here. So we might not re-break the low, but that's fine if we don't. Like I said, I can just cancel the sell stop. I want to see if this can grab these highs, start to reject, and see if we can flip down for some nice volume back down into this hourly low and a deeper correction here. If this 5-minute does close bullish, cool, cancel the sell stop, no trade, no loss. If it looks too bullish, I will cancel as well. If it pushes up too much, I can cancel. Again, that's the beauty of using the sell stops, is if it doesn't re-break back lower and we keep pushing up, that's fine. I cancel the sell stop, no trade, no loss, which is a win because we've protected our capital. Yeah, pushing up quite a lot. Now let's wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait here, guys. If we start to look like we're gonna reject, I'll put it back in, but I'm gonna wait. It's looking quite strong here now. 15-minute is kind of grabbing lows and holding support as well. So yeah, I'm gonna wait on that one. We did take some buys pre-London here today as well, guys. I took a break even on some buys, and it ended up being a very, very nice trade. So we got long on gold today around here. We got long around here on gold, looking for this play up into where most people were trying to short. Trying to scalp into these highs here. But the reason I took the break even is as you grab these highs and started to reject, this was also grabbing previous 15-minute highs. So as soon as I seen this candle grab highs and close bearish, I was like, no, let me cut that at break even and wait. And then you kind of just ended up pretty much pushing exactly as we wanted for about 70 ticks, which is, yeah, it was a little bit frustrating, but we managed our risk. We followed our plan, and sometimes that's just the markets. We've had a winning trade every single day so far this week. But today we took a break even, which is part of the fun. We're going to get winning days every day, but it was a really nice call. Like I was saying to the guys on the pre-London session, kind of similar to what happened on yesterday's stream, actually. At least we weren't the ones trying to short this, because I believe a lot of people would have been trying to sell here on gold, sitting in their stops just above, looking for this big play down. And we were essentially buying up into where most people were trying to short. We were looking to long there. So the reason I am now looking for shorts is because we've come up, we've liquidated these highs here, we've held this resistance, and we have some nice trendline plays down here as well, where I do think a lot of people will be buying here, and I'm looking to see if we can squeeze this trendline and stop out some sellers. Sorry, stop out some buyers. So really nice pre-London call there. Unfortunately, I did take the break even after it would have hit about 70 ticks, which I was only 5 micros. 70 ticks is a very nice call pre-London. We're grabbing the highs, we're rejecting. And let's see, I may look for a sell on the break of the low here, guys. I may. But yeah, I haven't traded any of these other accounts today, guys. I didn't trade Asia today. Like I say, I just decided to take a little bit of a break today. We've had a fantastic week, fantastic month last month. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go enjoy some sun today. Asia for me is like the morning / middle of the day here in Australia. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to reward myself with some good weeks recently and yeah, enjoy some time off the charts. And Asia did give some nice opportunities, but, you know, London will still give some nice opportunities. We trade for freedom. Let's see this 5-minute close here, guys. I'm watching the 15-minute on my clean chart down here as well. Sun outside, fresh air. What is that? I know, man. It is so easy to kind of like spend so much time just watching the markets 24/7 sometimes, but you know, we got to remember why we got into this in the first place. And for me, it was the freedom to enjoy life. So today I decided to do that. After the row. Hey Nate, what's going on, man? Audio is low. Can you try making it a little louder? Is it all right for everyone else? Should be the same as it always is. Should be good. Replace my 60 hours a week with another 60 hours a week on the charts. Yeah, pretty much. Trade for freedom and end up living to trade. It's good, cool. Sounds good, awesome, cool. We got the London Open in about 20 minutes here as well, guys. If we start breaking back below, I'm gonna look for some sells. Yeah, if it's quiet on your side, man, it will be something on your end. Yeah, audio and volume is good. Thank you, man. 5-minute breakout, and we could look for some shorts here, guys. Let's get rid of these levels. If we start breaking these lows, I may look to go short here. As always, yeah, cool. Good man. I want to see us actually break these lows and continue pushing, though. Maybe a potential 5-minute fake out to short this for a scalp lower. How do you even switch off the charts, even though I know nothing is happening for another hour? I'm still always checking the 5-10 minutes. Yeah, it is easy to do, man, but I try and build that habit of being able to walk away as much as I can, because otherwise when you go to a point of trading full-time, you know, if you're so focused about trading 24/7, it's the most stressful thing in the world, and that kind of makes you trade worse. So I always just, like, I always say to myself, like, you know, I'm not going to trade Asia today. I'm probably going to miss a setup, but who cares? The charts are going to be here tomorrow, and they're going to be here in the London session, and they're going to be here in the New York session. All we really care about is getting our piece of the pie. Oh, is there echo? Oh, yeah, sorry, there was. I had it. I didn't mute the Topstep stream. But yeah, the way I guess I have that peace of mind of being able to walk away is because I know if like gold rips like 1,000 ticks in Asia, I'm still going to be able to come on London and get my piece of the pie. And that's all I'm really here to do. But yeah, it is very important to build that habit now of being able to walk away. Like I say, otherwise if you know, get to a point of trading full time, which is obviously the ultimate goal for everyone, if you're so glued to the charts 24/7, it can be the most stressful thing in the world. When I first took the leap into full-time trading, for the first couple of weeks, my trading took a hit because I was just watching it like all day long, every single session. And it took me a while to realize, like, no, this isn't what got me to the consistent point in the first place. So let me just stop doing this. 15-minute close coming in here, guys. We are grabbing the lows, holding some support, but I still do like shorts here. There's no bottom wick on this hourly. At any point, I think this can have a little bit of a bottom wick, whether it happens in the next 15 minutes or it happens at the hourly. we will see. It's a nice 17 tick bottom wick, so we need a good risk reward to want to get in it. But if we get 5-minute fake outs here, I'm gonna look to short. I will look to short just for a little scalp into these lows. Don't know how far we're gonna come, but I will manage here. But I want to see if we can pull this lower. Don't just rip it, Goldie. Give us an entry. Give us an entry, Goldie. Yeah, not being able to walk away is keeping me away from getting the payout. Yeah. I mean, it's more so like, yeah, coming right down for these lows, guys. Unfortunately, this is I wanted to short this, but there's no closure here, so I can't short this, unfortunately. Oh man, there's the push we wanted. Right into that hourly open as well. So can you see that, guys? That hourly had no bottom wick. Well, now you've come all the way down. You've created that bottom wick, and now you can start to reject and continue pushing. We'll see this 5-minute close. But if I was selling this would have been my break-even point. But let's see how we're going to react around here. Top wick, you may squeeze the lows one more time though. I do want to squeeze this much lower. 15 minute. Let's have a look. 30-minute. You need to stop saying your plans. Market makers getting in before you. I know, man. I know. Too busy watching the streams. A bit of a rejection here. See how this 5 is going to open. 30 minutes kind of grabbing the lows. Look like we're now going to continue squeezing higher. Look at this 30 minute, guys. You're coming down. You're grabbing the previous 30 minute lows. Now, if we start re-breaking higher, could you come in to fill in this wick and tap into some much higher levels? Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. You definitely could. Hourly time frame is leaving a wick. So you kind of have played this range here today in Asia. This is the major support. Here's our major resistance. So this range has been filled. So what's going to happen from here? We're going to break this range and you know, create a new bigger range, or are we going to continue to play in these areas? Either way, it doesn't really matter too much because these are very nice ranges. You know, it's almost a 200 tick range, which is huge. But we need to see, are we going to close above for this London Open, or are we going to hold this and continue squeezing a little bit lower? I know I haven't done a little bit of a top down yet, guys. That's because I am trying to see if we could get these shorts. We will do the top down in a second. If we grab these lows and start breaking higher, I may look for a long. Let me see, 15, potential 15-minute morning star. Came down, grabbed the lows, held the support. You got a lot of equal highs here as well. And yeah, we'll look at all other markets as well. I'll do a bit of top down on gold in a second. I just want to see if we're going to get that pre-London trade. 5 minutes looking quite nice. I like this to have a squeeze higher here. What would your stops be? About 40 ticks for about 70. Yep, 100% man. Nice breakout, holding it, squeezing higher. Yeah, we do have some nice highs over here as well, around 34.10, 34.11-ish, which I do quite like. I do like this 30 to potentially flip and continue pushing. Where's that flip of that 30? So this will be the point where that 30 starts to flip bullish. So let me just see where this is on the 5 minute. So once we start breaking back above this area, that's the open of the 30. At that point, the 30 minute will be going from being bearish to back to bullish. And that's where we could potentially squeeze higher. Let's see, guys. We could get some buys here. My shorts that I was looking for were just kind of down into these levels. What happens down here, I'm not too sure, but we could actually grab these lows and continue to push. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the daily, guys, whilst we wait here. I'm going to watch my trading view chart. But yeah, daily is looking incredible on gold the past few days. In the last 2 days alone, we have pushed up 2,000 ticks. So gold is back to the crazy bullish volume. 2,000 ticks in 2 days is just insane. Were they back-to-back 1,000 tick days? Like 1,000 tick days is just insane. Yeah, 1,000 ticks and 1,000 ticks, yeah, absolutely huge. So gold is back to being very bullish here, guys. Very, very, very bullish. We do have FOMC today as well, guys, which is going to be very big for the markets. FOMC is going to be very, very big. Let me just see this 5. But it's not until 7:30 London time, 7:30 p.m. So it's pretty late. Unfortunately for me, it's like 5 a.m. or something crazy, so I won't be watching it. But I think it's going to be very active. It's going to be very, very active. Where is it? I think this is in Australia time. Yeah, for me it's at 4 a.m. But if you guys who are trading off the London session, it is at 7:30 London time. And it's going to be big for all markets, especially gold. And gold is at a big make or break level. We'll look at Nasdaq, copper, ES, everything as well, guys. I just want to see if we're going to get this gold trade. I'm tempted to take a little shot at longs here. Let me see. I might jump in micros because it's not super confirmed yet, but it is trying to hold the support. How's the hourly looking? Hourly is kind of rejecting, but it's not closed yet. Anything can happen on gold. Can't trust the all I can trust on gold is how the past hour closed, not how this one's looking before it's closed. How did the last one close? Well, the last one held massive support and closed bullish for 2 hours. But you know, we are at that resistance. That's why we were buying pre-London. Pre-London, we were buying up into these highs. So now that we have grabbed these highs, are we going to close above? Are we going to close below? Let's have a look. 30-minute. Grabbing the lows, rejecting. Yeah, I might take a shot at longs here in a second, guys. And I may just go for 5 micros to start. Yeah, I'm taking a buy here, guys. I'm going in at 5 micros. I will keep stops down here. I'll probably manage before that. I want to see if this 30 can fill in this week and have a much deeper push here. I will enter in a little bit more if it does come higher. It's not super confirmed. You know, if we start breaking some lows, I could manage. But to me, this 30 is looking like we could flip bullish and continue pushing into the highs. I'm only going in 5 micros here, guys. Risking about, if I manage around here, like about 150 to see if we can squeeze this up for about 5 to 600. If you're not in, you could even have a buy stop on this 5 high now. If it re-breaks that high, you know, you could go in, which I may add if this 5-minute flips bullish. Can I get a buy stop here? Potentially add 2. Let's see, I'm just watching this candle. This 30 minutes looking good. Yeah, I'm going to put in a buy stop 2 micros above this current 5. This current 5 flips bullish and drives. I'll be in for about 7. And I will be risking off if you start to close back below here. As soon as you close back below this area, that will be my exit. That'll be when the trade's invalid. Cool. I'm in for 7 there, guys. Not the best to feel on that one. Like I say, if we close back below here, I will look to exit. I'm trying to see if we can get this for a nice squeeze here. I want to see this. I want to see this 30-minute. Look at this 30-minute. We came down, grabbed the lows. We're trying to flip back bullish. I want to see us come and target these highs. These highs here will be my management point. But I want to see if we can actually play this for a bigger play. But I want to see this 30-minute in the next 8 minutes actually close with a good body. Pre-London, I want to see this close with a nice body here. Fill in this wick. If we don't close with a good body, breaking above the resistance, then I can potentially start to manage my risk. But that's my thought process. The reason I'm taking buys on this 5-minute is because this 30 is grabbing the lows after a pretty decent bounce here in a closure bullish. And I want to see if we can come and fill in this hourly wick as well. So that's the reason I'm taking buys here, guys. But like I say, I will manage aggressively because I want to see this 30-minute actually close back above here with volume. Looks bearish. I mean, it could be. It's kind of like, you know, I am open to the fact that, you know, we are at resistance, we are at support. But intraday, we've been pushing up pretty nicely, and the daily is so bullish as well. So I kind of want to be following that. I will, you know, maybe at what point will I admit maybe my longs are wrong and go short? Maybe a closure back below here. I can kind of be like, okay, cool, maybe longs aren't valid right now. Let me see if I can potentially short. But as long as we hold above this level, I kind of want to be reacting to the fact that the 30-minute is holding that. This hourly closure, though, will be very, very key. If this hourly doesn't actually break above this resistance, then I'll be like, okay, cool, we're not quite ready yet, and I'll get out. But let's see. Let's see. How's the 4-hour looking? Yeah, 4-hour is at resistance as well. Yep, that's the thing. I can see it at both sides. I don't think there's no right or wrong answer right now. I think what is happening is a little bit of a range. determined for this 30-minute. This trade is mainly based off the 30-minute. You know, I am watching the 5-minute here, guys, but I am watching this 30-minute down here. Double top this week. Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, is gold, like, is this daily going to flip bullish and gold's going to see new all-time highs again? Maybe. Give me 2 seconds here, guys. I'm going to flick on the lights. Yeah, all-time high double. That'd be amazing, honestly. That'd be amazing. Retail. Yeah, I guess so. As soon as we fill in this previous 30-minute wick, I can look to manage my risk as well. This will be my break-even point. This is my target. I want to run this up much higher, but I am understanding that this 30-minute could grab these highs and pull back. So this will be my management point here, guys. If we come down to create a new low on this 5-minute, I may take a little bit off. Let's see. How long we got to 5 close? We do have the hourly close in 5 minutes as well. So I'd like to see this push. Otherwise, we may wait for the hourly. Trying to break. Not. I thought we were going to do it. We're going to do it. Not quite getting back above that level yet. I was hoping we were going to get back above there. We're looking like we were going to get a nice strong push, but we are holding this level. Alright guys, we always got to see this from a neutral perspective. Doesn't matter what we want to see. We've got to trade what's right in front of us. If we come down for a new low below this 5, I may take a little bit off. Maybe I'll take off like 3 or something. Slowly start to scale out. I would have ideally seen this 5-minute breakout. Let's see. Right there. If we come down and squeeze a little bit low, I may take a little bit off here in a second, guys. Yeah, I'm taking 2 off there, guys. I'll cut that little loss for now. I'm gonna bring in my stops here. Couldn't quite close above this resistance, so I really want to see this candle break above. How's that 30-minute looking? Yeah, not looking great. I think if we were going to drive, we would have done it already. Let me just see. I don't need my stops here. If you're going to bounce, you would have bounced already. Yeah, I'm gonna close that there, guys. I'm closing that there. I'm taking a little loss there, guys. What did I take? Minus like $80 there or something. What was that? I was up 50 now, minus 38. So yeah, about minus 80 there, guys. I really was hoping this 5-minute would actually break this resistance and push. But like I say, I can't ignore that we are holding this level. As much as I want to see it break, we are kind of stuck in this little range. And we do have the London Open in 3 minutes, so I kind of want to see us push already. Oh, don't do us like that, gold. Are we now going to push? Are you going to go now, Goldie? Oh, don't do us like that, gold. Only because we're getting so close to that hourly closure that we may as well wait for it to close. Because even if we close bullish, the next hour is still going to open bottom wick before then pushing. I don't usually like to have a trade hovering around break even 5 minutes towards an hourly close, especially London Open as well. So I'm going to wait for this hourly to close. If it closes bullish back above, great. The hourly be more confirmed, I'll get straight back in, guys. But yeah, I cut that about about minus $80 there. I think it was good management. If we get back above, I'll give it another chance. I'm happy to see this close. 30 minutes still looking good. 30 minutes looking good. We just need that. We just need some volume. But yeah, good management there, guys. We are, like I say, you know, like I say, I always want to try and see the markets from that neutral perspective. As much as I would love to see gold rip, I can't ignore that this is resistance, this is support, this is a little bit of a range. Regardless of what we want to happen, we always have to try and see that markets from that neutral perspective. So if we do start to get back above, fine, I'll give my trade another chance. I'm happy to give it another chance. But because we do have the hourly and London Open in 2 minutes, I think it makes sense to wait for that. There's no point trying to rush a trade right before now. I was hoping it would drive before London so we could go break even. But because we're not driving, I want to see how this next hourly is going to open. If we open and just push down, great. I'll get long again, and then we could leave a nice wick to the lows, and then we should get a nice fill into this hourly high, which at that point, hopefully, we close above this. The move will be more confirmed, and then we get right back in. Anyone still in this, or did everyone close? Anyone still holding? It's not looking too bad. You're grabbing the lows and trying to break out. We just need to see that volume coming in, because we are creating a bit of a range. We just need that volume. Still in. Yeah, nice. Good, man. Nice, nice, nice. Yep, nice work. Stops below the 5 low. Yep, good man. Good man. Yeah, below this low is very valid now. Yep. Yep. Close 2 ticks. Hey, 2 ticks is 2 ticks. 1 minute here, guys. We might get back in a second. Yeah, nice. Some of you guys are still holding. Nice, nice, nice. Well done. If you are still holding, this is a very valid stop, because this is a liquidity grab of the previous low. If you re-break this low, you're going to come lower. So that's a very valid stop for me now. I closed. Yeah, me too. Me too, man. Me too. We'll get back in. Don't worry. We've got 38 seconds here till the London Open, guys. It's still looking good. At any point, I will look to get straight back in. Holding. Nice, nice, nice. That's 2 break evens for me today. 2 break evens no, sorry, 1 break even and a minor loss. Yeah, as soon as we get this closure in 15 seconds, I'm going to look to go long. Look at this 30 grab the lows. It's now actually still closing bullish. So 10 seconds here, guys. I'm going to go long. Let's get ready. Nice push there. Really nice push. Good job to you guys who did hold. Well done. You followed your plan. Well done. Don't just close because I'm closing. All right, guys. I'm having a buy stop here on the break of the high. Actually, I'm gonna buy 2 now. I'm gonna buy 5 more if it flips bullish. That was a really nice 30-minute close. Let me put the buy stop on the flip. Let me see if I can. Oh, there we go. That's fine. All right, I'm back in this, guys. I'm back in. I'm gonna keep my stops down below here. I don't want to see that low broken. I want to see if we can take this much higher as well. Back up into there. Stops are going to be tight here, though, just below this 5-minute low. I don't want to see us break that low. I want to see us drive. But look at that 30 close. 30-minute grab the lows and actually closed bullish. So to me, this is looking good to fill in this hourly wick, which at that point, you know, it's about 260. But yeah, like I say, I want to run it back up into 34.10. 34.10. Let's see if we can get the drive here, Goldie. Let's see. It was a pretty nice 30-minute close. Let me give this a little bit of breathing room. Kind of messing around here. If we break this low, guys, I will cut it there. But I want to give it a little bit of breathing room here. I'm trying to hold this for like a 30-minute trade, so I don't want to aggressively manage this 5-minute too much. Let's see. Originally move my stop loss. I don't want to take the full stop. Yeah, nice. Yep. Yeah, we came down for an instant bottom wick, which is nice. We opened and we instantly pushed down, which is also the London Open. So now we're trying to see if we can take this higher. Look at this. Look at the hourly closure as well. Close beautiful. Nice and bullish. We've broken above this little range. So as long as the hourly holds above, yeah, like to me this looks good. We've broken out. We've closed nice and bullish. We have the London Open. We have a 30-minute liquidity grab of the lows here. Came down, grabbed the lows, closed bullish. So to me, to fill in this wick and come up and hold some of these areas looks good. We just need that. We just need that volume. Just need that volume, Goldie. Be good to us today, Goldie. I've given 2 chances so far today on these buys. 2 chances. I usually like to do 3, but. Yeah, you guys who are still in, you guys probably have a way better. You guys got it from what, here? Wait, where did we get it from? Like here? You guys who are in from there, you got a great entry. As soon as this re-breaks high, you can probably manage. So good job to you guys who did hold. Remember, guys, as soon as we, if we do, as soon as we tag these highs here, that's previous 30-minute highs, I will manage. Oh, that was a bit risky. I didn't mean to do that. My hard stop is down here as a worst case scenario, guys. But if we start to close anywhere back below here, that will be my real exit. This stop loss is just a safety net. If we close back below here, I will manually cut the trade. If you guys are wondering where my stop is down here, but my actual mental stop loss is any closures back below this level. So I'm risking about 120 to 150 to see if we can squeeze this up for about 600. Pretty good risk to reward. I know my hard stop is down here, but I won't let it come anywhere near that. If we don't drive, I can manually close. Oh, Goldie, where's the volume, man? Where's the volume? Where's the volume? No, I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to see us break this previous 5. I'm keeping my hard stop here, guys. This is not really driving. I may take a loss here, guys. I may take it now. It's my second loss of the week. Yeah, I'm closing that there, guys. I'm closing 195 there. I don't like that. It's a high chance you're just gonna feel that wicket now. I was really hoping we'd get that push, but we're not driving. If we break back above, you know, maybe I'll give it another chance. Like the 30 does look nice. The 30 does look nice. You know, you came down, you grabbed the lows, you held support. I think there's a high chance you're gonna fill in this wick, but that 5 minute is 5 minutes looking pretty messy. So you did just tag the lows, guys. So I saved myself $30. Will I give it another chance? Yes, I will give it one more chance today, but only once we break back above here. Otherwise, we can see we are creating a little bit of a range. I don't want to get too chopped up, but I think that was a pretty good exit. Yeah, that was a good exit. If we get back above, I will give it another chance. That 30 minute was looking beautiful. But if we kind of hide this for a second, look at that 30 minute. Not only did we break out, but we also liquidated the previous lows. So, yeah, great trade. We're just not really getting the volume here pre-FOMC. So, great exit there, guys. You know, minus 250 on the day is good, considering we were up like 500. Sorry, 1,500 yesterday. I seem very emotional. I am fighting tears. I'm fighting back the tears. I'm extremely emotional. I didn't realize you could see. Back above here, guys. Now we'll get back in. Has to close back above here. You're coming back down. You're grabbing these lows. Only will I get back in once you break back above there. But yeah, it was a good exit. It would have ended up stopping us out for 4 anyway. Let's see. Let's see. Grabbing the lows. Yeah, a little bit of range for now, guys. We got time. I suppose I'll probably think it's me. Yeah, grab the channel. Yeah, you're tapping into these previous lows here. I just need to see this actually break and push. Break and push here, Goldie. I will take re-entries, guys, but I'm not going to chase it for no reason. I want to see us close with volume, and then fantastic. You know, you can make back 25 ticks very, very fast. You know, this is looking to be a 100 tick trade. So as long as you're able to manage risk, it's just another trade. It's just another trade. Thrown my computer chair before. That's emotional damage. Yep. The thing is, it is pre-FOMC as well, guys. It is pre-FOMC. Could we be getting another chance? Remember, guys, if we get back above here, I will give this another chance. I'm trying to play this for a much bigger move all the way up into here. So in terms of risk reward, I still have plenty of room to give this another chance. I'm only minus 250 here. It's very well managed risk. This is looking like we might get back in here, guys. Looks like we came down for just a little bit of an extra grab of the lows. Did you grab the lows? Not really. Potential re-entries soon, guys. Potential re-entries. Let's see. Oh, coming back up. See, now I'm gonna get emotional if it ends up pushing what I did. Yeah, I'll be following you with the chair. I'll be getting this chair in a minute. 1 minute here, guys. If we get back above, you know, the direction isn't wrong. It's just it wasn't valid once this closes against me. But if we now close back in my favor, fine. I'll get back in. You know, minus 250 at 7 contracts is good as well, guys. It's very good. Very, very good. Buy below, preview bar low. Where were you yesterday, man? And the day before that? Strong closure here, guys, and we'll get back in. I want to see this come down, tap into here, and then see if we get the push. Get this 30-minute wick fill. Yeah, one tick from it came so close to that low. Nice little double bottom, and instantly held it. 40 seconds here, guys. If we close like this, I will get back in. And we're talking a nice, you know, 100 tick push. 5 minute been a little bit tough today. I took a break even here earlier as well, based on that 5 minute. Let's see. 18 seconds here, guys. Bottom wick, and I'm going to look to get back in. Remember, we're trying to play this up for a big move, so I'm happy to give it another chance. You make back 250 and some. At least. Let's see. Looking to be a nice closure. Grab the lows, held support. We're going to come down for a bottom wick here, Goldie. Let's see. Let's see. Just come and hold these little areas. Oh, don't do it. Give us a little bit of a lower wick here, guys. Yeah, I'm getting in long here again, guys. You grab the lows, you've broken back above. I want to see if we can fill this range now. See if you can fill this range, Goldie. This will be my last chance here today, though. I have given this a few chances. I want to see this drive. And we're trying to play this up for a much deeper retracement here. Break-even point will be these previous 30-minute highs. Let me just set in a stop down here, just in case. 30 minutes looking beautiful again. Look at that. That was a strong, a very, very strong 30-minute wick, which you don't see very often. Usually this is enough. You grab the lows, you drive. Usually this is enough to push, but you needed extra liquidity today by the looks of it. And we were that liquidity, apparently. That was us. That extra liquidity was us. Where are we looking? What time is it? We got the 15-minute close in 5 minutes as well here, guys. 15-minute close coming up. 15 is also looking very nice. Came down, grabbed the previous lows, held the support beautifully. So now we're trying to see if we can get this volume in with this momentum. But yeah, you can. I mean, you can take. People take retest entries. I prefer to take momentum entries. I prefer to take the break of the highs. But that was a very nice hold of that support. There's no right or wrong way to approach it. But yeah, I prefer to take the breaks of the highs. Which here, you grab lows, close bullish. Cool. That's my confirmation of a liquidity grab. My confirmation of volume. Cool. This is my entry candle. Two minutes here, guys. 2 minutes. We'll look at other markets as well, guys. Don't worry. Gold is just looking nice to me today, so I'm focusing on gold. But yeah, we can look at NQ, copper as well. We're gonna get this push, Goldie. We're gonna push. We're trying. Coming close highs. Any rejection from here could bring in some sellers. Yeah, break even would be this high here, man. Yep. As soon as we tap into this high, I will be break even. Because I don't know what's going to happen above this high. But I do know there's a high chance you are going to grab that. Ideally, we break this and push all the way up into these areas. But yeah, that high would be a good management point. Ideally, we tap into it and just keep pushing. But, there's a possibility of grabbing the previous highs and rejecting at this big resistance. So, all right, we're tapping into the previous highs there on the currency chart, guys. So I am going to go break even. I'm not looking to secure any. I'm looking for this to have a deeper retracement. But this previous hourly high could be a liquidity grab for this to roll over. So management here makes sense. I only managed to get 5 markers this time. Because this is I'm looking to the left here and I'm like, this is a pretty strong area. As much as I would love to see us just rip this area, this is a strong area to manage. So ideally we break it, but we don't have to. We don't have to. How's that 15 looking? 15's looking all right. Look at that. We just tagged the highs there, guys, and instantly rejected. So that's why we have to manage risk there. Nice trade down. Yep. Thank you, man. Yeah, see how it plays. It was good execution. Not very often, like, do you see that strong of a 30-minute grab after the 30-minute did have a big wick, but, it happens. Like I say, just because you took a loss doesn't mean, you did anything wrong. It just wasn't valid. To me, as soon as this 5-minute close bearish, that's the trade invalid. But once you grab the lows and close back above, cool, that's it valid again. I'll get straight back in. You got to always try and trade really neutral. If it closes against me, that's my exit. If it grabs lows and gets back above, cool, that's my opportunity to give it another chance. But what would be, bad is when this is actually closing against you and people start holding it. And that's when, you have the big losers. Obviously, in this situation, it did grab the lows and push higher, but there's so many times where when this candle closes against you, when you hold that trade, they're the ones where, you go on tilt. You hold the trade that you shouldn't be holding, and that's when the big losses happen. But for me, I'd rather cut my trade and wait. As soon as it becomes valid again, yeah, I'll get straight back in. Like this. Always trying to stay neutral. I was super emotional before they remember. Pass my first combine on that little scalp. Nice, James. Nice. Good man. Look at that. Our original entry again was lovely, but it played around so much before, which we're seeing a lot today. A lot of these huge rips up and down today. That's why I'm being aggressive with the management. You forgot to mute your mic when you screamed. No, I save that till I cut the stream with you guys. Cut the stream, I just go start shouting at my screen. What we pushing here? 30, 40 ticks, not bad. Trying to see if we can run this up for at least 100. We are coming into some tough areas though, guys. Don't get too excited just yet. Look at where we're at. We're at big resistance. Don't get too hopeful here. We're at big resistance. Although I'd love to see us break this resistance and rip, there is the possibility of still holding it. So I can't get too excited just yet. 5-minute grab and highs, trying to squeeze back lower. This could be a strong grab of these highs. These highs are where I had to manage risk for the potential of this being a... Last hourly was like this. This hourly could be doing something like this. Grabbing the previous highs and potentially pulling back. That's what this high here is. Time for me to hop off. See you all tomorrow. See you tomorrow, man. Appreciate you tuning in. How many combines did you blow before successful one? I've lost many in the start, man. Many. A lot of the ones that I did lose was purely trying to rush the process as opposed to taking good trades. Trying to rush the process, trying to rush the payout. I may get a break even here, guys. And yeah, just forcing trades way too much. Yeah, break even there for me, guys. The reason I am break even is because this could be a grab of the previous hourly highs to roll over. I don't know what's going to happen above this high, but I did know there was a high chance you were going to fill in that wick. So, yeah, good break even, guys. Should have taken 30 ticks to the highs. No, you shouldn't have. What was your plan? Was your plan to buy into the highs, or was your plan to buy up into here? You can't say I should have taken 30 ticks. Was your plan to take 30 ticks, or was your plan to play price back up into this resistance? Don't think like that, man. You're just gonna beat yourself up all the time. There's no I should have taken 30 ticks or I should have taken 40 ticks. your plan was to buy price into this resistance. If you just took 30 ticks and then price hit your full TP of over 100, you would also then be kicking yourself. So in that thought process, you can't win, man. So yeah, don't think what you could have had. Did you react to the resistance? Did you execute your trade? Yep, cool. Good day. Yeah, break even for me there, guys. Now, would I get back in longs here? I wouldn't, because that is the 30-minute, which grabbed these lows and filled in this wick. That's why I really wanted to be in for this one. But this just came down for a big, big, big wick. But now we're back at these highs. Yeah, you could easily grab these and start to pull back. Yeah, work on that thought process, man. Don't even think like that. If you think to yourself, you know, every time you take a break even, oh, I should have secured 20 ticks. Well, you know, when it ends up hitting over 100, you're going to kick yourself even more. So plan your trade your plan, man. Trade the plan. Yeah, let's have a look at some other markets here, guys. That's kind of gold for me for now. This is the only account I have traded so far today, and I'm minus 250 on that, which is very well managed risk. Like I say, minus 250. You guys can, you know, you can get that back at any point. You just want to wait for the good setups. So we'll give gold a little bit of breathing room, because we are kind of just creating some not very nice ranges today. Although our liquidity levels are getting hit. You know, we had the buys pre-London up into here, then London Open up into here. It's still not looking that nice. So I don't want to, you know, give back the past, you know, couple of weeks to couple of months worth of gains. I'll just accept the little bit of a range pre-FOMC, and yeah, if we get another opportunity to go long, fantastic. If not, that's fine. We have tomorrow, and we have the day after that, and we have the day after that. See you tomorrow. Thank you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's have a look at some other markets. I know you guys were looking at NQ. Apologies, I was too busy looking at that gold trade. Wait, let me just quickly see. What would I want to see on gold to get back in before we look at some other markets? Let's have a look. 30-minute. Yeah, kind of dodgy, guys. Let's wait for that 30-minute close on gold before we look for anything else. So we'll have a look at some other markets. All right, let's have a look. Let's clean up, do some fresh analysis here on NQ as well. Let's go to... Is that the first losing trade we've had on these streams? I think it is. Daily time frame here on NQ, guys. Remember last... I think I just deleted the levels. Where's the liquidity level I just deleted? This was yesterday. Remember, guys, we spoke about yesterday price coming up into that weekly open. And there was a high chance that that wasn't going to be enough of a weekly top wick. Oh, you actually did in Asia. Wow, look at that in Asia. Was that off the... Was there news in Asia? I think there was. Good session on trade management. Cheers, Aaron. I'm off now. Yeah, absolutely, man. Appreciate you tuning in. See you next time. Yeah, good management for sure. That was in Asia. Look at that. That is huge. No wonder that daily's looking so crazy. That's where gold had a big sell-off at the open as well. I think there was some talks about tariff news, I believe. It's one of the reasons I didn't trade Asia today as well. Yeah, China and US Open talks. Yeah, yep, that's what it was. So you get a nice rip up here on NQ, which made gold sell off. So very, very interesting. This is all pre-FOMC as well. So in terms of new levels on NQ, we do still have last week's high, which is a interesting target. Goldie having to squeeze lower here, guys. You may get some fake outs for sells at the 30-minute close. Very well managed risk there again, guys. We'll wait for that 30 before we fire up Goldie again. NQ, we do have some highs up here as well, sitting around 2150. Looks like a pretty decent level. To me, this looks like, you know, you've had this really strong leg up and you're kind of creeping down like this, ready for another move higher. So I'd be looking for longs. Let me see. You kind of starting to have a nice breakout here as well, getting back above these areas, which not the cleanest, but it is a nice little inverse head and shoulders region. So if I was trading NQ today, I personally would be looking for longs. Now, where would you want to go long? Well, let's have a look. 30-minute. What have we done? Still haven't closed above. If you get buys on NQ in the next 30-minute, I'd be looking for longs, back up into these areas. I do believe, you know, overall today you're probably going to see a squeeze into this Asia high. But for London, I don't think you will move that big. But you could squeeze into this resistance, which actually could still give you a good intraday trade. Yeah, gold having a dip down here, guys. So again, great management. All my trade was here today, pre-London, London Open, was buying into this previous high. You know, whatever happened above here, I wasn't too sure, but I kind of was pretty confident there was a high chance you would squeeze into that high. And if you broke it, you know, you'd fill in this resistance. But, you know, as I said, this could be a liquidity grab of this previous high to have a bit of a rollover. That's why I had to manage here. So great management there again, guys. Good break even. If we didn't take the break even, you know, and we ignored the fact that we grabbed the highs and closed bearish, we'd be getting pretty worried here. So good management. Could you short gold? The thing is, you actually could, especially if NQ continues to squeeze higher. But my only concern is, you know, gold has been in the last hour and a half been pretty choppy. So I've been happy to give my trade 2 chances so far here this morning. Direction was perfect, but I won't continue to trade in this range. If we do close below, fantastic. You know, you could be looking for gold to have a bit of a decent pullback. Yeah, fake out for sells for sure. If we actually close below, definitely fake out for shorts. We just want to see us actually break this range, because you kind of see we are, we're a little bit tough in here. We are a little bit tough. If you can break out though, yep, I do actually like that. That's a really, really, really strong squeeze there, guys. Really nice push there. I thought that was a double bottom before. Was that not a double bottom before? Am I like... Wait. Oh, is it a double bottom on micros? Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I swear that was a double bottom before. It was a double bottom on the micros. But on GC, it actually grabbed the lows. Look at that. Actually tapped into the lows and then pushed. I was like, I'm sure that was a double bottom. What info does a 30-minute provide that isn't visible on the 15 or the 5? Well, the higher the time frame, the bigger the move, the more confirmation we have. You know, a 15 closure above a 30-minute level of resistance isn't enough to go long. So if you tried to, you know, jump in longs here, where are we? Sorry. If you tried to jump in longs here after the 15 minutes closed above, but you didn't realize that the 30-minute hadn't closed yet and it was a big 30-minute level of resistance, you would be looking back at the 30-minute and go, wow, that was not a great entry. As soon as I get my confirmation on the higher time frame, like the 30-minute, the hourly, then that's when I'm dropping down to the 5-minute and taking my trades. And that's the reason I was taking the buys here today on gold, because the 30-minute came down, grabbed lows, and closed bullish. So therefore, I'm like, okay, cool, there's a high chance you're going to fill on this wick. So as soon as I get this candle closing, I'm like, cool, let me drop down to the 5-minute and look for buy opportunities. And it was there. As you grab these lows and closed bullish, to me, that was a great buy. Although it did come back down, you know, that was still, from here to here, was still a very nice little buy. 40 ticks. So just, you know, I love the 5-minute. But I only execute the 5-minute based on what the higher time frame is telling me. 5 minutes for execution on what the hourly and 30 is closed. And the lower you go, the harder it will be. If you open your charts and just go straight to the 5-minute and try and trade every single one of these breakouts without understanding your higher time frame, you could get chopped up all day long. All day long. That's why I took some sells on gold. Was it this week or last week? I can't remember. I took some, I think it may have been this week. Where did I take sells this week? I shorted a 30-minute bullish breakout on gold this week. I can't remember where it was. Do you guys remember, or was it last week? Remember we talked about the, it was a perfect 5-minute entry as well? I can't remember where it was. Let me just see if this is it. It wasn't this one, but I shorted a 30-minute bullish closure based off it being hourly resistance and people kind of getting trapped on the wrong side. Oh, that was an hourly closure. I can't remember exactly where it was. I think I did it in a recap as well. But yeah, like I say, you know, you have to understand what your high time frame is doing. Because like I say, if you tried to buy this breakout after it's actually closed, well, you'd be getting stopped out right now. But the reason I didn't take buys from here, I was buying from here into that high. But if you break above here on the 15-minute, and then you try and buy this candle without understanding that these two candles are one 30-minute candle. And if this candle doesn't close above as well, then that's just going to be one big 30-minute wick. And the previous 30-minute candles haven't actually closed above yet. So if you try and buy this breakout when the 30-minute hasn't closed, as soon as I see this candle grabbing the highs and pulling back down, I'm like, oh, there's a high chance this is going to be a big 30-minute wick. And you go back and you look and you go, oh, okay, cool. That was a reason to not buy that 15-minute breakout. It'll just be less orders coming through it, man. Less orders. Yeah, multi-time frame confirmation, absolutely, man. So for me, you know, my intraday direction is painted off the hourly and 30-minute. Again, which is why I was taking these 5-minute buys today. The reason I was taking my 5-minute buys wasn't just because it was a 5-minute breakout. I was taking the buys because you grabbed the lows and closed bullish on the 30. So as soon as I see this candle close, then I'm like, fantastic. That's my confirmation. Let me drop down to the 5-minute and look for my trade. But yeah, so if we do want another opportunity on gold, you have to see how this candle closes. 30 minutes about to close in what, 30 seconds? What type of confirmation called? Is there a tab? Yeah, it's just multi-time frame analysis, man. I do see a lot of people kind of getting trapped in these false breakouts on gold, and this is where the fake out opportunities can be so key. Fake out buys on gold are some of my favorites. I love the sorry, not just fake out buys, but also fake out sells. So if you look at this massive hourly level of support here, and this is where you had really nice buys in Asia today. If you see this massive hourly level, when you drop down to the lower time frame and you see price closing below, all you're looking for is fake out buys. So why would you not short this bearish candle here? Because it's a massive hourly level. So if anything, when I see price closing back below here, I don't go short. I also don't buy yet. But as soon as I see this candle grab the lows and close bullish, then that's when I say to myself, okay, cool. I have a 30-minute fake out buy based off the hourly, leaving a nice rejection holding support. So I love the, and so does gold. Gold absolutely loves the fake out trades. And the reason, and the times where I will take the fake out trades is when we're at higher time frame support or resistance. So higher time frame support, 30-minute closed below, don't buy yet. Also don't sell it. Why would you not sell it? Because the hourly hasn't closed below. And this is the first 30-minute of the hourly. So if this next 30-minute grabs those and closes bullish, cool. That's when you're going to go back. You're going to look at the hourly and go, oh wow, that was a beautiful hold of support. Now let me look for my longs. So them fake out opportunities can be very, very key on gold. They can work very, very well. Which you kind of see, like, I guess you could kind of say we're doing that now. Like, you're at hourly resistance, you know, you're at hourly resistance and you closed above and then closed back below. So there's your 15-minute fake out of hourly resistance, see? But the only reason I'm not shorting this right now, guys, if you're saying, well, why are you not going short then? Is because, you know, I don't really have a short bias. I don't really have a short target. My targets today were longs. If I had a reason to go short, yeah, you know, I'd take that 15-minute fake out to go short. But if I go short, I'm selling right into support. Which, I mean, I guess you can say 4-hour grabbing highs. 4-hour could be looking for a bit of a rollover. So 4-hour resistance, maybe you'll get an hourly fake out as well. Closing above, if you close straight back below, then that's your 4-hourly fake out. You can go short. Hey Aaron, quick question in regards to your XFA accounts and managing them. I have 4 express funded accounts. Firstly, well done, that's amazing. Not sure if copying them are a good idea or to trade each separate. I see you have different accounts for each session. Some advice would be great. So this question is a little bit off topic. No, not at all. It's a great question. Well, good job on getting your 4 funded accounts on Topstep. That's absolutely amazing. I used to copy 3 of mine. But now I kind of have accounts where I can, you know, I've taken 3 payouts on this London account. I haven't taken any payouts on these top 2. I can take a payout on this Asia one at any point. So for this London one, I've taken out, I think at least 2 payouts. I took out 5,000 on Friday. So my balances are different on all of them. And now this one, I can afford to take more risk because I've had a good few payouts. I can maybe take riskier plays. But these other ones, you know, if I take payouts on this one and not these ones, then, you know, this balance might hit break even and stop me out. But then, you know, these ones will also go into the draw. So I personally prefer to keep them separate. You know, maybe you could copy 2 for Asia, copy 2 for London. There's no right or wrong way to do it, to be honest, but I personally like to keep them separate. Like if I have a good trade on my Asia account, you know, maybe I'll keep these 2 for Asia. If I have a good trade in Asia, then cool, I'm like, let me trade my London account for the rest of the day. You could copy them all, but if you get a day like today where it's just price is just a little bit choppy, you know, you just don't have a great day. You don't want to be down on every single one. So it depends on where the balances are at, to be honest. Yeah, he's running around. He's chilling over there. You guys can see him? Oh, a little bit. He's over there. Yeah, doggy's over there sleeping. He's had enough of watching gold today. Yeah, I would say keep them separate. Or, you know, if you've got 4, maybe copy 2, keep 2 separate. I've also got a combine passed in the background on Topstep as well. So, you know, if anything does happen here and you know, anything crazy happens, then you know, I can take a payout. The reason I'm not trading this Asia one is because I'm going to take a payout on this one probably this week. So I'm like, if I have a payout coming on this one, then I'm like, oh, I may as well just wait for that on this one. And then for now, let me just trade one of my other ones. Yeah, decent squeeze down here, guys. Very, very decent squeeze down here. Let's have a look at some other markets. How often do we stream? We stream every single day here, man. 7 until 9 a.m. London time. I've taken a loss here today. So we'll take positions with you guys. But we've had a very, very nice week so far. But yeah, we're back again tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. London time till about 9 a.m., man. Yep, let's have a look at copper. You guys want to look at copper? How did copper close yesterday? Remember yesterday, guys, we called these copper sells down into this liquidity level. You guys go back to yesterday's stream. I didn't short it. I don't really trade copper, but it was a nice short off this level. It kind of messed around for a while, but you did end up coming down and squeezing these lows before then having that overall pushback higher. So nice call on copper yesterday. Didn't look the cleanest, to be honest. Again, you still haven't grabbed any daily lows, which is crazy. I still believe you're going to see copper squeeze much lower. This daily, to me, you know, you're re-grabbing the highs. I like copper sells back down into 4.65. Gold having a decent sell-off, guys. I just have no downside targets to sell it. It's coming in some big support. I think if you're going to short gold, probably going to be closer to like 9 to 10 a.m. ish. So we'll have a look at some other markets. Let's see, copper. Where's that low on copper? Here. Yeah, copper back down at these lows looks very nice. Now, if I was going to sell this though, you know, we want to be shorting at good areas, which potentially back up here. You're looking for price to squeeze up into there, maybe get some intraday longs before then. If you can break back down, I think that looks pretty good on copper. I'll just show you guys the reason I'm not going short on gold right now is because we are ranging 30-minute closed doji, and we're also at this support. So that's the only reason I'm not short on gold now. If you guys are wondering, gold's pushing down, why am I not shorting it? Yeah, I'm just kind of accepting that we're in a bit of a range today. I've tried to give the range a few chances, but I'm not going to force it. Do you trade crude? I don't trade crude, but we can absolutely have a look. We can certainly have a look. I know you're a massive weekly support. Oh, wow, well, look at that. That is an insane recovery again. Yeah, look at that. Could you, again, wow, this could be, if this starts closing, if this on the weekly closes back above here on crude, confirms a massive fake out, even here. Like, this is huge, huge, huge. You broke below, broke back above, had a huge move up. Held this support, massive move up, massive move up, massive move up. So if you can close back above this week on crude, you could be looking for a big, big, big push. In terms of intraday, we are at massive support. Daily's kind of closing, holding support, holding about, what, 55? Let's say 55, 50, 56. You're already back at 60s again. Look at this. Remember, guys, it's FOMC day as well. Don't go too crazy. Money minus 250 on the day. If I get another opportunity, I will take it, but I will not force it. Again, you're already having a pretty decent push here. Look at this. This is very nice. You broke below. You broke straight back above. Great fake out buy there. Look at that. Very nice. Nice 4-hour fake out buy in Asia. Like Asia having all the moves today. I didn't trade Asia today. if I'm not already in a crude trade, you'd want to see how you're going to react around this resistance. You had a nice squeeze here pre-London after having a massive breakout in Asia, pulled back, continued pushing. So I'd have to see how you're going to react around this resistance, because to me this could give a little bit of a pullback before then sending it higher. If you are in longs, this would be a good place to manage as well. You're at $60 as well, which is a big psychological level. So I'd have to see how you're going to react around here. Kind of hard to say. You've already had a pretty decent push here. Looks like Asia had a lot of moves. Did you trade Asia today? No, I didn't trade Asia today. I started to just take a bit of a day off today. I saw gold had a huge move down first thing in Asia, so I was like, no, I'm just gonna chill for the day, enjoy some sun, and then just trade London. So no, I didn't trade Asia today. I would have loved to, because it actually did give some great gold buys, but no, I didn't trade Asia. But that's, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of what I was saying though. Like, it's okay to not trade, you know, certain days every single day. Like, you know, you guys got to get into trading for the freedom. You know, some days you're like, no, you know what? I'm just going to treat myself a little bit of a day off today. Then, great. Analysis for NQ. Yeah, we did, but I can show you what I was looking at. I like NQ to squeeze up into, back up into these highs here, back up into this resistance around 250. Looks like a pretty strong level. So I'd be saying if you can re-break these highs, come up and fill in this range, because it's kind of creating a nice little inverse head and shoulders here. Here was your support, you broke below, you've aggressively broken back above. So to me that confirms a fake out, and I'd be looking for NQ to squeeze higher. Bitcoin, yeah, good question. Bitcoin, let's have a look. What's Bitcoin been up to today? Wow, look at that. That's huge. You're going to see 100k again on Bitcoin. So you've broken back above 95,000. You've held it a lot. You know, how much have you held this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of holding 95,000. I think Bitcoin to 100,000 looks like a very nice trade. I don't day trade it. I'm not sure how you guys probably know better than me. I don't day trade it. I mean, kind of look, you kind of see it does follow similar principles to gold. Comes down, grabs the lows, and has a really nice move. That was a huge move. All of these moves in Asia, guys, have been off the back of fundamentals. So don't get FOMO too much here. Bitcoin to 150. I mean, man, where are we at on the higher time frame? 150. No, you see zero before then, I think, man. Yeah, I mean, new all-time highs wouldn't be too crazy. Look at this monthly. Massively held 80, held all these highs. Yeah, new all-time highs over the next couple of months honestly wouldn't be too crazy. On an intraday perspective, though, yeah, back up into these highs here, which is the highs of when was that? Is that Friday? Friday highs look pretty nice. Can you hit it? Insane breakout yesterday, pulled back, held 95 and just had this crazy push up. So yeah, I would be looking for longs on Bitcoin. I certainly wouldn't want to be selling it, that's for sure. You ought to be continue buying. Gold's starting to reject here, guys. This is the reason I said I don't want to sell this on gold. And I don't really want to sell this, and I also don't really want to buy it. You're grabbing highs, holding resistance, grabbing lows, holding support. So yeah, a little bit of a chop day on gold, which happens. But the good thing is we've executed well and we've managed our risk. We don't want to force this range. How's the hourly looking? Yeah, kind of grabbing the highs, grabbing the lows, not really breaking out. That's what I mean, guys. This is why you want to always understand what the high time frame is doing. If you try and trade every single 5-minute breakout here on gold, you could just get chopped up all day long, and gold can just create some aggressive ranges before having a real breakout. One thing with gold is, you know, a lot of my losses on gold do come on range-bound days where there's not really any volume. So I'm happy to take trades, but as soon as I can see the volume is dying out and we are creating these aggressive ranges, then I'll just sit on my hands as quick as I can. I want to understand these ranges as quick as possible and just wait. And guess what? Like I said, you know, you're not going to be in this range all day long. You're going to get a breakout at some point and you're going to have good volume. And you want to be ready to actually execute it. So for me here, minus 250 on only one of my accounts here today is fantastic. I'm still fresh, ready to take another trade at any point. I just want to let the markets come to me. It's amazing how much better I am trading by understanding levels and areas of high likelihood of price reversing. Yeah, amazing. Very happy with over 800 today. Amazing, man. Good job. $800 is fantastic. Learning heaps, Aaron. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Good to have you. Good to have you tuning in. $800 on the day is absolutely incredible as well, man. I'm minus 250, so if you could share some of that, that would be great. That's amazing work, man. Good job. Keep it up. Remember, it's pre-FOMC as well, so don't be afraid to lock it in. $800 pre-FOMC day is very good. Very, very good. Hey, bro, I was in a bit in a mental state a few minutes ago, a bit immature with saying my losses out loud. Took some minutes off and realized I am not in that big a drawdown right now. Sorry, but nah, don't apologize, man. It's good to share the losses. You're not in drawdown at all, man. You're trading very well. Remember, guys, there's no, we are in the business of losing. You're never going to have 100% win rate. It doesn't exist. So if we can understand that we are going to take losses and we are never, ever, ever going to have 100% win rate, a loss is just part of a trade. It doesn't affect how we have performed over the last couple of months. It's just a trade. It's just a loss. So you just have to accept it, and more so manage it as quick as you can. Like, I've managed my losses today very, very well. Where was our initial buys? Our initial buys were from here. Did we get somewhere like this? With our stops down there, we ended up getting out this about here. So very well managed risk. Would have ended up squeezing me out full. So managed risk very well here. Same opportunity came up. We hit the highs, and then I managed risk here as well and took the break even. So that's all we can do. All you can do is you can execute and manage risk. That's it. But the good thing about keeping your losses small, the good thing about keeping your losses small is, they don't affect you too much. But when when price is closing against you and you hold that trade open, you just go watch it go down and down and down and down and down. They're the days you go on tilt. For me, I exit my trades based off when the candle's closing against me because that invalidates the trade. So I'll cut it there straight away. If it gives me a reason to get back in, fantastic. If I can keep my loss small, then I have a lot of room to play with on the day. But if I just, hold on to a losing trade for so long, and I'm down so bad on a day that I can't even afford to take another trade, then I'm going to kick myself. So losses are fine, man. We can't run from losses. We can't pretend they don't exist. That's why I like trading here live with you guys, because you see, the wins, the losses, the break evens, everything. You just understand that it's part of the game, and one loss shouldn't affect how you have performed over the last couple of weeks to couple of months. Remember, we can't judge ourselves on how we perform day by day. Like I always say to you guys, we're paid as traders on how we perform over the last month, which has been amazing. April was probably one of the best months I've had in a long, long time. We just have to, accept them. But the thing is, as well, it's easier said than done. Like, I've been trading for a while, so I've got very accustomed to losses. But, if you do take a loss and you feel like you're getting emotional, like, that's okay as well. Just understand it and walk away. Like, it's okay to still experience emotions in trading, but what you want to do is just understand it as quick as you can and, be like, okay, cool. I took a loss here. I'm not feeling great. It's pretty annoying. I'm a little bit pissed off. Well, I'm just going to walk away. Like, that's, it's not about being right every single time. It's not about being the perfect trader in the world. It's about recognizing these things. And if you feel like you are emotional, just be like, you know what? I'm not feeling it right now. I've taken a loss. I'm a little bit annoyed. Fine. Go walk away. Come back in, tomorrow, the next day, the week after that. The markets are still going to be here. But if you force today and you revenge and you revenge and you revenge, you're going to blow up your account and you're not going to be here to trade the markets. The markets are still going to be here, but we won't be here. So all we can do is execute, manage our risk, and move on to the next trade, man. Do you trade options? No, I've never traded options, man. I've never touched options. Currencies and futures is, and a little bit of stocks is all I've really traded. But no, I don't trade options. I've never traded options. I don't really understand it that well, I'll be honest. Yeah, that's the thing. I think a lot of people have issues with losses because they can't bear to be wrong. Whereas for me, I don't care about being right. All I care about is executing well. If I can just execute well and I can manage my risk, if I make money, fantastic. If I take a small loss, fantastic. All I care about is having good execution and trading my plan and trading what's right in front of me, which I did today. The only reason people, really care about losses is because they hold on to them for too long. And for me, I cut my trades when the candle closes against me, because I know a lot of my big losses in the markets used to be because I'd hold on to my losing trades for too long. And that's what I say to you guys, it's important to emphasize that, we are in the business of losing, and you are never going to have, ever in your trading career, you're never going to have 100% win rate throughout the quarters of the year. Like, it just doesn't exist. So if we understand, we're not here to be right every single time, well, then we can just trade. It's just a game of probabilities at the end of the day. Gold holding this level, guys, after a fake out. I think we could squeeze lower here. I just don't really have any reasons to, I just don't like this, areas we're coming into. But this to me looks like you're going to have a bit of a pullback here. I don't want to short this because it's just, I've given my buys called beautifully today, a good few chances, and direction was perfect. Lower time is kind of, messed me up a little bit. What's my loss limit on my accounts? How much are you prepared to lose before stopping for the day? Good question. I don't really have a certain dollar amount. It's more so, like I say, just how do I feel mentally? I don't have like a, I'll take 2 trades. If it's 2 losses, I'm out for the day. I don't really trade that way. I just kind of trade like, how do I feel mentally? Obviously, if I'm down like, way over 1,000 on a 50k, then I'm like, okay, cool, that's probably me for the day. Nice little 30 tick squeeze there. But I judge when to call it a day depending on how I feel mentally. Like, I'm minus 250 on the day, and I'm like, I'm fine. I could, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm minus 250. That's me. I'm done for that. I'm like, no, I still feel pretty in the zone. I still feel pretty good. I'm seeing the markets from a very neutral perspective. I can keep trading. So I'd say like maybe 1,000 is like a worst case scenario. It depends on how big the ranges are, to be honest. But I don't really have one. Depends on the buffers as well. Depends on how much the payouts I've had on the accounts. There's a few different reasons. A few different things to look at. I've got a huge buffer on this account. They have 10,000 buffer and I lose 1,000 a day. But that doesn't really matter. Depends on where you're at in that sense as well. Do you ever combine your GC and ES-NQ analysis inversely? Yeah, you can. I have also seen them move well together. So I try and keep them separate. I mean, as like an overall outlook, yeah, like on the higher time frame, definitely it's something to keep an eye on. But intraday, I've seen gold move up and I've seen NQ move up as well many of times. So on an intraday lower time frame when I'm trying to get my scalps, not really, to be honest. Not really. Nice little squeeze down here on gold, guys. Like I say, would have loved to have shorted this, but this range is not worth it. So nice little 40 tick drop there. The only reason I'm not selling this is because I don't really like these ranges today, guys. I think your best bet is going to be waiting for the hourly to grab the highs and actually close bearish and then call. Then you can actually get your shorts at like 9 to 10 a.m. So we'll stay on for another 5 minutes or so here, guys. I'll give you some levels for the rest of the day. We'll do some fresh analysis here. Remember, guys, I won't remember, guys, like I won't be live here tomorrow, guys, but I will be back on Friday. I'll be back on Friday, guys. So for you guys who do want to trade for the rest of the day, what I would like to see is a break back below here. You grab the highs, you're closing nice and bearish. So I would want to see price hold this level like this, and then see if you can look to get a squeeze back down into this support. Let's get that candle looking beautiful. Look at this. I'd want to see this candle actually close though. You grab them highs, you're closing bearish, break this range, and you should be good to see if you can squeeze this lower. Go to Miami next. Yeah, to be honest, I'd love to do a US trip. I've only been to America twice. I'd love to come over for a full. Yeah, we'll do a Topstep London trader meetup in America. Aaron trades London guru hits the US. Go do a tour of America. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I can hack the 1 a.m. London sessions though. It's pretty late. I feel like I give myself a limit of losing $300 for the day, for example. Automatically have pressure myself to be win. So maybe tap pressure off could help a lot. Yeah, definitely. Just like kind of keep it open and just see how you feel. Like if I'm minus 300 on the day, but I still feel like I'm in the zone, I could take another trade. I've had many times I could be down 500 on the day and I still might end up the day, you know, green or break even. I don't really think about the P&L too much. I think about the charts. If I see another opportunity in the market and it's, you know, it's a clear trade with my plan, I'll just take it. All depends on, you know. Again, like sometimes I might have a day where I'll come on, like today it's pre-FOMC, I've taken a loss. Today I might be like, you know what, I've given my trade a good chance today. I've called the buys up beautifully, but executing on the low time frame is just a little bit difficult today. So I might be like, okay, cool, maybe the price action just isn't really there today. So like for me, you know, I'm only minus 250, which is great. But pre-FOMC, you know, pre-choppy intraday price action, I could be like, that's fine. Or if, you know, if later on I come back in New York or later in London, I see a great opportunity, then cool, I'll take it. It's honestly, it's not really like a one-size-fits-all. It's more so about how you actually feel. Yeah, absolutely, man. FOMC will affect absolutely everything. So it's a big day. That's why it's good to manage the risk before that. That's the reason I'm jumping in the micros here today as well. And if I go back to, you know, tomorrow trade in one contract, you know, if I get a 50, 60, 70 plus tick trade, you know, that all of a sudden small loss means absolutely nothing. But what you don't want to do is, you know, take another trade with this loss in mind. For me, if I take another trade here today, I don't think, I need to make this much because I have to make back this loss. No, I don't even think like that. I just think this is a brand new trade and a brand new opportunity and a brand new, just a brand new trade. I don't take the trade because of this, or I don't not take the trade because of this. I just take the trade because it follows my plan. You know, if I make, let's say if I have like 2 full losses on the day, and I'm probably like, okay, cool, I'm probably just not reading price there. Let me come back tomorrow. But yeah, there's a few different factors that go into how many losses you should or should not take. And again, you know, like something for me, I could say like I could take 3 losses and be totally fine. For you guys, you might take 1 loss and that might kind of get you a little bit, which if that's the case, that's fine. You know, you'll build up that tolerance. It's not really like a one-size-fits-all. Yeah, absolutely, man. Don't do it now, or for the next 4 years, you might get sent back even worse. So it's gone up to 5-2, guys. Remember, we do have you guys got D coming on right after me as well soon, guys. That'll be 2 seconds. I'm gonna take my loss there today, guys. I called some fantastic buys here today in the pre-London session and in the London Open. However, the intraday price action just wasn't really there. It's probably because, you know, we're pre-FOMC and there just wasn't a whole heap of volume. So I'm happy to take my minus $250 today here in the London session. I have only traded this one account today, so I'll accept the loss. If I do get a reason to trade later on, fantastic, I will take it. However, for now, pre-FOMC, I will probably leave it there, and I'll see you guys again on Friday. I won't be live here tomorrow, guys, but I'll be back again on Friday. So trade safe on FOMC, guys. Don't force it. Great session today, and I'll see you guys same time again on Friday. Trade safe, guys. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace.